What's up, people? Today I am staying jacked into the Matrix because I have to talk to you about the Matrix Revolutions, and I got that coming up for you next. So getting into the Matrix Revolutions in 4K Ultra HD, I specifically remember going into this movie knowing that, yes, I had to finish this because I needed to know where this would end up, but I was kind of reluctant after Reloaded. And coming out of it, I remember feeling like, you know what? Even though this is not what I wanted, because it's still not what I wanted, it's not that bad. And I have always kind of liked this one more than Reloaded, and I still do today. This movie is just paced better for me. There is less procrastinating. They get to the point. It is just a shorter movie, and there is just a lot more going on. And you still have the characters that I like from that second one that got introduced there because pretty much the Frenchman. I liked the Frenchman in Reloaded. I know I didn't get to talk about that in that video, but I like that character, and he is still here. And as you get into the problems with this movie, I don't know why Neo has to go to the Machine City instead of just, helping out the city. And a lot of Neo's quest here kind of leaves me cold, especially the end fight with Mr. Smith. But, at least this movie gets to the point. It is action-packed, and it is actually better action than that Reloaded film. And I just feel like overall, this movie pulls me through more than Reloaded does, and for that, I do have to give it a 7 out of 10. This isn't what I wanted, but it is just easier for me to swallow. And getting into the video quality here, like all of the others, this got a 4K digital intermediate with Dolby Vision support, and like all of the others, edges right off the top are crisp and clear and precise, with a lot of detail given to facial features and to the world that you are in here, because this movie actually expands this world farther than you have ever seen it before, and it really gives it a great amount of detail, to be honest with you. When you are looking at these mechs, when the fight for Zion comes into play, there is a whole lot of detail in that CGI, and even though it is kind of shaky at times because the CGI in all of these films are not that great, there is a lot of detail to them. And then when you get into the HDR, you get a lot of what came with the other films, where that greenish hue that was in those previous Blu-rays are just gone here. And even though this is a very green movie, like it is supposed to be, it doesn't protrude onto the facial features and just everything else on screen, and it is very well controlled here, while a lot of the rest of the world that you do see in this film, because this is actually the least monochromatic of all of the Matrix films, there is actually some hints of bright color that actually really pops, especially once you get to the end of the film, and a lot of that popped a whole hell of a lot in Dolby Vision. I actually feel like this movie actually benefits the most from Dolby Vision because you actually get the brighter colors in this particular film. And for that, I am going to still give this a 9 out of 10 like I gave all the rest of them. But hey, that is just a not a bad thing, but it is just a really great presentation here. And getting into the audio quality, hey, you guys all know by now that this was given Dolby Atmos. I have given all of the rest 10 out of 10s, and that is no different here. This is a great, just reference quality Dolby Atmos mix, because you get to fight for Zion here, and even though some of that fight is kind of silly, it just sounds amazing. You get such speaker separation and such a workout in your surrounds here that is just really, really spectacular. And your height speakers are just constantly in use here. I feel like they get a great deal of workout, especially when the machines are drilling into Zion and you can hear them above you in your height speakers. That is truly great stuff here. And this just feels so wide and so expansive, and bass response here is just as excellent as in just all of the other films in this franchise. I can't really recommend this enough. 10 out of 10, like I said before. And when we're talking about the digital copy here, this is a Movies Anywhere digital copy, so this is the same thing as all the other Matrix films. You can access the standard 1080p version on pretty much any device on any of the streaming services, just not the 4K version. And getting into the special features, there is a whole lot here, and just remember to look behind the Blu-ray, and there will be your special features disc. Don't make the mistake that I did when I first got The Matrix Reloaded, because I had to actually refilm that video because I didn't see that disc, and I thought that they had just excluded all of that, and I gave it a really bad rating at first. But then I felt bad because I saw it and I had to re-record. So just remember that it's there. And getting into everything that is actually on the 4K version, it is pretty much just the audio commentaries with the Wachowskis, and they have a lot to say, and they get very philosophical with it, and just as long as you're willing to pay attention, they will teach you everything that you want to know. And getting into all of the featurettes here, they don't include all of them from that older box set that was the Blu-ray version. That's just a definitive version as far as special features goes. But they include quite a bit of it here, and it goes into all of the story ideas that they wanted to do with this movie, and it goes into all of the stunts and the fight for Zion, the set design, and man, they just have a whole lot of deleted scenes and theatrical trailers. You still get a decent amount of special features here, and I will give it an 8 out of 10. They still leave some stuff out, but there is a whole lot here. And as for my last looks at The Matrix Revolutions, look, I have had to just settle with the fact that this isn't going to be what I wanted it to be when it came out in 2003. And that was easier for me to do with this film just because of the quicker pace and the get-to-it nature that this movie has. Just because this is actually a shorter movie than Reloaded was, and I just kind of preferred this one, even though the overall climax kind of let me down. And yeah, I just, even though that this isn't the most glowing endorsement, I still do like coming back to all of these Matrix films from time to time, even the sequels. And when you add up all my scores for The Matrix Revolutions, it comes out to a 34 out of 40. With all of these Matrix films, if you are a fan, pick this up just because the video presentation is upgraded tremendously, and the audio is truly demo worthy here. So guys, I have a lot coming out for you. If you look behind me, I have Air Force One right here. It came just a couple of hours before I was recording this, and I just want to show you right here. Right here that I have Superman in 4K Ultra HD, and I know the light is shining on it right now, but I also have The Incredibles 2 in 4K Ultra HD. I will have those to you guys real damn soon. I have a lot coming out for you. So subscribe so you know when those videos come out. You know you want to see them. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. You guys are awesome. And I will see all of you next time.